Welcome back, Irish fans. Breaking on Braves Boys podcast, coming at you after a Notre Dame win against Syracuse, team that's more or less become a rivalry for Notre Dame senior class of Hubb, Laszewski, and Goodwin. A lot of great battles between these teams over the years, and tonight was one of them. It's a quad 3 game for the Irish, but one that they needed to win in order to kind of preserve their resume and keep the ACC seeding where they needed it to be. They're the 2 seed right now, and they're going to hold that at least for tonight, as they have 3. There's no easy games in the ACC, but Pitt's a quad 4 game. Georgia Tech's a quad 4 game. Pitt's not horrible. Georgia Tech is awful. And Florida State is really shorthanded. So Notre Dame's kind of in the home stretch here, and this was kind of their last big test against a team that can really challenge you and a team they've had trouble with in the past. Veterans played like veterans tonight, and that was a big story. Prentiss Hubb found guys, hit that huge shot to kind of end the run for Syracuse, the game-changing shot, maybe the biggest play of the entire game. Played great defense. Laszewski hit a ton of open shots. Dane Goodwin was not really on it offensively tonight, but was moving and helping the offense flow. They're really going to miss him when they don't have him against Syracuse and against zone defenses in general. Just a perfect player to have against the zone, and tonight was an example, even though he wasn't really hitting shots. Just has great touch at the free throw line. Can really shoot it, obviously, even though he didn't really do it tonight. Moves without the ball and just does everything right when you're playing against the zone. And Paul Atkinson hit the glass tonight. Cormac Ryan defended at a high level. And Notre Dame's veterans played like veterans tonight, and that's why they won this game. Great defensive second half for the Irish. Didn't let the Boeheims beat them for at least a few minutes, and that was the difference in this game. Cormac and Blake and even Prentiss Hubb did a great job face guarding Buddy Boeheim for a while and really slowed him down until he hit that 3 off the inbound and then a little mid-range. But with a guy like that, you can only contain him for a while. And Notre Dame contained him just enough to not let him beat him. And solid outing for Notre Dame defensively. You could tell they really wanted this one, even if they gave up more points than kind of their average. The intensity was great. And like I said, you can tell they really wanted this one, especially Prentiss Hubb. Just defended his tail off, and so did Cormac Ryan. And overall, Notre Dame did enough to win. The offense was solid. I thought it could have been even better against the zone, but overall, Notre Dame did enough to win, and their veterans played like veterans. Notre Dame starting to hit their stride offensively at the right time, and tonight was an example of that behind guys like Cormac Ryan, who is also hitting his stride at the right time. Got a few shots hit in his face by Buddy Boeheim, but really reacted well to that. Just defended his tail off all night. Even though Blake was the guy on Buddy down the stretch, Cormac was in his face all night and in the face of whoever he was guarding all night. Probably his best offensive game of 2022 as well. Cormac had 16, 6 for 9 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and was getting in the lane, making plays, and then was shooting it with a really high level of confidence. And it's probably Cormac's best game of 2022 offensively, and it came when they needed it. Blake Wesley didn't quite have it tonight. Prentiss Hubb wasn't really scoring all that much. Dane Goodwin didn't have it, and Cormac stepped up to the table and made some plays, and that's what veterans do. That's what this Notre Dame team has done all year, and Cormac Ryan is an example of that, and he's playing right at the right time. They're going to need him in March, most likely. At least defensively, they're going to need him. Offensively, they'll probably need him at some point too. And if he's playing well like he has the last few games, they can count on him. And that's really what matters in college basketball, especially this time of year. Just play well at the right time, hit shots when you need them, when you need to hit shots. And especially for a guy like Cormac Ryan, who isn't like a primary initiator of the offense, hitting shots at the right time is huge. And just defending your tail off like he did tonight is going to get it done for Notre Dame. And huge performance by him. And the arrow was pointing up for Cormac Ryan, as Mike Ray would say. And tonight was an example of that, and tonight is a great sign moving forward, and he was maybe the biggest reason they won this game. Another big reason was Prentiss Hubb. Ran the show, had a ton of assists, didn't score all that much, but like I said, hit a shot when he really needed to, that deep 3 to end the Syracuse run. Actually, almost got a triple-double, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, and 6 points. If you told me Hubb's highest or lowest stat going into the night would be points, I would not have believed you. But overall, I thought Hubb was solid tonight. The stat sheet doesn't show it all that much outside of the assists, but Hubb did a great job just making the right play. He had that turnover during the Syracuse run that I thought was going to kill him, but ended up not really making all that much of an impact. And Hubb was a huge impact on this game overall, though. Besides that turnover, seemed to make the right pass every time, found guys, kept the offense moving, and then hit a big shot when he needed to. There was a notable difference when Prentiss Hubb was running the offense versus, say, Blake Wesley or Trey Wertz, who have done a nice job running the offense this year, but against the zone, Hubb was really the guy who controlled it and just made plays when he needed to, and that's what you get from Prentiss Hubb and what they've got pretty much the entire last month. So solid outing for Hubb. Blake Wesley certainly was not at his best tonight, didn't hit shots at the level he did Saturday, the level he has been lately, but playing against the zone is kind of all about passing up a good shot for a great shot. He didn't quite do that tonight. I think going with Hubb and the experience at the one was better, like I said, but I almost think Blake, they would have been better off with Trey offensively just because he kind of would have played within the bounds of the offense more. But having Blake out there to defend was huge, and Notre Dame really needed him today. And they got a lot from him defensively. They didn't get all that much from him offensively, but he did hit some huge free throws at the end of the game, made some big plays late, and all you can really ask for when you have guys like Cormac Ryan and Prentiss Hubb stepping up that much offensively. Blake went 3 for 13, 2 for 8 tonight. Didn't really hit any shots from like 5 minutes, 15 minutes in the first quarter to like 5 minutes at the end. But hit shots when they counted, and that's what you get from Blake in a game like this when Hubb and Cormac and Nate stepped up. And wanted to talk about Nate also. Overcame the flu game, as people are calling it, even if it wasn't exactly a flu. Nate, I thought, was not great defensively, but really made up for it with his offense. Hit a ton of big shots tonight. Really led that run for Notre Dame that kind of put this game away. 6 for 12, hit 5 threes. And what more can you ask for from Nate Laszewski? I thought he could have been much better defensively, but wasn't tonight. And that was fine. It turned out to be because he was so good offensively. Just a perfect player to have against the zone. And all you can really ask for is more defense from him. Didn't really have that, but hey, Nate did what Nate does tonight, hit some big shots, and a heck of a performance offensively from him, especially when he wasn't at 100% and was sick. So solid outing for Nate, and moving on to Paul Atkinson next. All right, back to Paul Atkinson at Notre Dame. Had to go stop my dog from crying in the background. Sorry if that was interference, but moving on to Paul Atkinson, 20 points, 17 rebounds. Unbelievable performance from Atkinson. I thought he could have had even more tonight. Stayed out of foul trouble, rebounded, scored when they needed him to score, hit free throws. Pretty much did about everything you can ask for from Atkinson, and just did everything right tonight. It seemed like got whatever he wanted in the first half. Double-double through the first half. Syracuse didn't have their starting center, but I think Atkinson more than showed that that didn't matter all that much. He was going to do this anyway, and got some second chance points, which we haven't seen from him all that much, even if it was against a not great rebounding team with maybe their best rebounder missing. What they got from him was huge, though. Just this kind of shows why they got him. Just adds another dimension offensively, and just does a lot of things for you that other guys on the team can't do. And Atkinson was great tonight. Just made plays, made up for some misses early in the first half, and kept the offense afloat, kept them afloat on the glass, and had his best rebounding game at Notre Dame and maybe his most dominant post performance in Notre Dame of the year. So awesome outing for Paul Atkinson, and it's about all I have. Trey Wertz didn't really contribute much tonight, just took one shot and only played, 5 minutes tonight. I think they're going with the more of the six-man rotation here, and some people are going to hate that, but it's kind of worked lately, especially if they distribute the minutes well and don't completely kill the guys. I think Bray's done a solid job of that. But big win for Notre Dame tonight, getting it against Syracuse, and they got 3 more left. And at this point, they're playing for seeding and just trying to avoid a huge blip on their resume. Did that tonight, got both of those, best of both worlds, and now you just got to hope that they can close it out against some teams they should beat by a good amount. So thank you guys for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed, and I'll be back Saturday for the Georgia Tech game recap. Georgia Tech is not very good. I'm going to say that now. But thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope everybody has a good night, and I'll see you Saturday.